This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they work this out past the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On second down, Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A give to Elliott running left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running with Elliott. Broken tackle. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get it. defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's Jackson. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this to Elliott. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receiver.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Elliott running right. A solid stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keion Crossen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Giants. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
14.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Pushes him over. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action with Wilson. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff left, Elliott. And some space here. 20, 10, and bulldozing his way through. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. 30 pace, let's go.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I got you, pop. Check safety, check safety.
A quick throw complete to Chark. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and goal, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Are you good, man?
A return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
148 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Taylor. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give for Taylor running right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Wilson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Galladay. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go play action now. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Results in a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's got this down to the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, McDonald. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing is McDonald. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, I think when they look at their weapons, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
McDonald. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. McDonald sets to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McDonald. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Off of play action, it's Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 2nd down, Mostert. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 2nd and 9, Watson forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rolling to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's McDonald. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Watson. big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Looking to throw. McDonald over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Second and goal from the 1. Play action. It's McDonald. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal. Operating from the gun, McDonald dancing to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mostert now to return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They hand it off to Mostert, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Again, it's Mostert. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They go play action with McDonald. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he stopped immediately there. Carl Lawson, former Bengal, in on the stop. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll get this to Coleman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cole McDonald taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, It winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And just shutting him off there. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll run right side with Mostert. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Mostert. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He's going to go up top again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald, he wants it all for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Watson. And he will find his man Samuel. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this, a very short kick. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. Third down here. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Falcons, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.